Hello, my name is Justin Kennedy, and today I'll explain how the use of standardized tests is improving the education in America. According to Procon.com, standardized tests have been a part of American education since the mid-1800s. Their use skyrocketed after 2002's No Child Left Behind Act mandated annual testing in all 50 states. U.S. students slipped from 18th in the world in math in 2000 to 31st place in 2009, with a similar decline in science and no change in reading. Failures in the education system have been blamed on rising poverty levels, teacher quality, tenure policies, and increasingly on the pervasive use of standardized tests. Proponents argue that standardized tests are a fair and objective measure of student quality, that they ensure teachers and schools are accountable to taxpayers, and that the most relevant constituents, parents and students, approve of testing. I disagree that standardized tests have contributed to this decline and have instead a positive effect on our education system. Case in point, 93% of studies on student testing, including the large-scale and high-stakes standardized tests, found a positive effect on student achievement, according to a peer-reviewed 100-year analysis of testing research completed in 2011 by testing scholar Richard P. Phelps. If 93% of studies on standardized testing have shown a positive effect on student achievement for 100 years, it is obvious that the testing works. The reason that it works is it gives the school system a means to find weaknesses in their curriculum, change education policies, and teacher quality. School systems can then adjust their curriculum, change education policies, and replace teachers whose students do not perform well on the tests. I believe that when used correctly, standardized tests can and do improve education. For example, 20 school systems have achieved significant, sustained, and widespread gains on national and international assessments, used proficiency targets for each school, and frequent standardized testing to monitor progress, according to a November 2010 report by McKinsey & Company, a global management consulting firm. These schools found the key to making standardized testing work: accountability. They set targets for each school and continually monitor system progress and correct deficiencies highlighted by these tests. Just imagine if an assembly line worker's effectiveness at work was measured by a process that they were in control of instead of independent oversight or quality control. Do you think that the product that they produced would be better or worse? It would undoubtedly be worse, because there would be no accountability. Standardized testing provides the same accountability to our education system, with the same increase in quality that it does in a factory setting. The greatest proof that standardized tests improve our education system is that China has a long tradition of standardized testing and leads the world in educational achievement. China displaced Finland as #1 in reading, math, and science when Shanghai debuted on the Program for International Student Achievement, International Student Assessment Rankings in 2009. This was taken from the New York Times article, Top Test Scores from Shanghai Stunt Educators, by Sam Dillon, December 7th, 2010. The Chinese have used standardized tests to find weaknesses in their education system and have acted to correct those weaknesses. As a result, China has risen to #1 in reading, math, and science on the Program for International Student Assessment Rankings. This effectively shows that standardized tests can be used to improve education. I believe we can greatly improve our education system in this country if we use standardized testing results to fine-tune our processes. We owe it to our children and to the future of our country to continue the use of standardized testing to improve our education system.